Well, he's just an evil person. I mean, you guys have all been duped. I mean, you think that he's this benevolent ambassador to your country.
Ryan Reynolds is a complete and total
You thought the Hugh Jackman versus Ryan Reynolds feud was all fun and games? Well, think again, because now it looks like Hugh isn't just play fighting anymore. He's seriously calling out Ryan Reynolds and also Blake Lively for something that's starting to feel way more sinister. According to insider whispers and recent moves, Hugh is finally saying he's been framed, just like what people are accusing them of doing to Justin Baldoni.
What do you mean? Like, Blake clearly defamed this man. How could the judge even think this? Like, could he be potentially paid off? Which, you know what? That's all alleged. We're not making accusations over here.
Let's rewind. For years, we've been obsessed with Hugh and Ryan's fake feud. The jabs, the roasting, the bromantic banter. It's been a Hollywood highlight reel. But over the last few months, there's been a shift. Subtle at first, like missed public appearances, noticeably tense interviews, and awkward energy during press runs for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, when he said he wasn't going to play it anymore, I was like, off.
But after that wild, rent-free Martha Stewart moment and Hugh's biting tweet that seemed to echo her diss about Ryan's real personality, the gloves were off. Then came Hugh's one-man show at Radio City Music Hall in January 2025. It was meant to be a celebration of Hugh's talents, a Broadway meets Hollywood extravaganza. But audiences weren't just buzzing about the dance numbers, they left talking about the shade. Hugh dropped what fans now believe was a carefully worded hint, accusing certain people of rewriting history, manipulating the media, and making him look like the villain in a story he didn't write.
And how he literally will use real life situations to further mock and disparage and harass other people whenever he feels like it.
Now let's be clear, Hugh never mentioned Blake or Ryan by name. But come on, who else was he talking about? Especially when he followed it up with a backstage interview where he said, "It's funny how quickly friends forget loyalty when fame's at stake." Fans immediately connected the dots, especially given the fallout from the Deadpool and Wolverine reshoots and Blake's growing influence on Ryan's career.
She called herself Khaleesi and said Ryan Reynolds and we believe Taylor Swift were her dragons. And she's got the best dragons because they'll fight on behalf of her friends too.
Sources close to the production have whispered for months that Hugh was blindsided during post-production. Scenes were reworked, Hugh's screen time allegedly cut, and marketing made it seem like the movie was all Ryan's show. One crew member reportedly told Page Six, "It felt like they were pushing Hugh out, like he was a guest star in his own comeback." That same source also claims Blake was frequently on set, unofficially weighing in on edits and PR strategy. That's when things started to feel calculated. This shift from jokes to tension has fans speculating that Hugh feels just as burned by Ryan and Blake as Justin Baldoni does. Baldoni, as you know, is currently suing both of them in a $400 million defamation case, claiming they ran a smear campaign and cost him his career after Blake accused him of harassment.
Justin Baldoni and his production company are suing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, along with her publicist, for $400 million. We'll give you all the details on that.
It all started on the set of It Ends With Us, the movie Blake was supposed to dominate as both its star and unofficial tastemaker. But instead of headlines about powerful performances and heartfelt scenes, the buzz turned dark. Because behind the glam was a feud so tense, it's now exploding into full-blown legal chaos. At the center, Blake and her director, Justin Baldoni. According to multiple sources, things got awkward fast. Blake allegedly clashed with Baldoni over everything from script changes to on-set behavior. And while the crew tried to chalk it up to creative differences, rumors swirled that something way more serious was going down. Then came the bombshell. Blake reportedly filed a complaint alleging sexual harassment.
Blake Lively, as she is now suing her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. This is for sexual harassment and a campaign to destroy her reputation.
And if you thought that was the end of it, think again. Because in a move nobody saw coming, Baldoni filed a $400 million defamation lawsuit against both Blake and Ryan, accusing the couple of orchestrating a calculated smear campaign to destroy his reputation. His lawyer, Brian Friedman, even claimed Ryan tried to run from the flames by filing to dismiss the case. Now, some are starting to wonder if Hugh might feel like he's part of the same media manipulation machine. One entertainment lawyer even chimed in anonymously to Entertainment Weekly, saying, "It's not uncommon for narratives to be strategically shaped. Whether it's to protect a brand, elevate a couple, or control a legacy, it happens more than the public realizes. And when a power couple has influence over casting, coverage, and corporate partnerships, it can be dangerous. Especially when you remember that Deadpool and Wolverine wasn't just a movie. It was supposed to be Hugh's triumphant return to Hollywood. He left the Music Man early for this, passed up other major offers, and reportedly took a smaller back-end deal to prioritize art over money. And yet somehow, all the viral content, the TikToks, teasers, and memes centered around Ryan. Hugh? Barely featured. Then came the SNL 50th anniversary special in February. Blake and Ryan showed up all smiles, making cheeky jokes about the lawsuit and laughing with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. But guess who was noticeably absent despite being invited? Hugh. Reports say he declined. But another insider says he was cut from the lineup after Ryan expressed scheduling concerns. Scheduling or control. The deeper you look, the more the puzzle pieces fall into place. There's the odd fact that Hugh hasn't posted anything about Ryan on social media since early 2024. His Instagram, once filled with playful digs, is now almost entirely focused on solo projects. No Deadpool promos, no co-star praise, just Hugh standing alone. Symbolic much? Then there's Blake. While she hasn't addressed Hugh directly, fans caught what might have been a shady like on Twitter, an account that accused Hugh of milking the bromance for clout. That same account had previously defended Blake's role in the Baldoni lawsuit, calling her brave for exposing Hollywood hypocrisy. The like has since been removed, but not before fans screenshot it and started the rumor mill. So what does Hugh do next? According to sources close to him, he's done playing nice. One anonymous Broadway friend told Vanity Fair, Hugh's tired of smiling through it. He feels used. He supported Ryan's ventures, showed up for everything, and took the heat when Ryan crossed lines. But when things got messy, he was pushed to the side, just like Baldoni claims happened to him, except in reverse. It's important to note that Hugh hasn't filed any legal action, and he hasn't confirmed any of these behind-the-scenes rumors. But when someone as media-trained and classy as Hugh starts throwing veiled jabs on stage, pulling out of major appearances, and going radio silent on a longtime friend, something's gone seriously wrong. Meanwhile, Blake and Ryan continue to maintain their signature charm. But with the March 2026 trial looming, the couple's public image is more fragile than ever. Every red carpet, every interview, every Instagram caption is now under a microscope.
Is that Ryan Reynolds has always been seen as the nice guy. And ever since the lawsuit between he and his wife and Justin Baldoni, it's a lot of stuff is trickling out.
And Hugh, he's sitting back watching it all unfold. Maybe a little wiser, definitely more cautious, and possibly ready to speak even louder if things don't change. If there's one thing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have mastered, it's the art of the spin. Their public image is so polished, so perfectly chaotic yet charming, that even when they're knee-deep in controversy, they somehow come out looking adorable. That's not coincidence, that's PR, and fans are starting to clock it. Think about it. Every time something messy bubbles up, Blake and Ryan already have a distraction locked and loaded. Baby announcement drops the same week as a bad press cycle. Cute Instagram roast just as a lawsuit breaks headlines. When Blake's on-set feud with Justin started to gain traction, suddenly she's at Fashion Week, going viral for her shoes. When Ryan gets dragged into a defamation case, he's posting selfies with puppies. It's calculated chaos, and it works. Until now. Some PR insiders even claim their team uses a tactic called emotional redirection, which basically means feeding the public humor or sentimentality to cover a scandal. A blurry family photo, a deadpan joke, a celebrity cameo. One source called them media alchemists, saying they can turn a PR crisis into a meme in under 24 hours.
Thinks that this is in poor taste. But Ryan kind of makes a joke. Why? What have you heard? When asked if how he's doing.
Yeah.
You don't joke about sexual harassment.
But that strategy only works if everyone plays along, and Hugh isn't playing anymore. With the Deadpool and Wolverine drama heating up, and fans digging deeper into what's not being said, the PR veneer is cracking. People aren't just laughing with them, they're starting to question who they're laughing at. And if Hugh was part of their PR game, but never in on the rules, that changes everything. So was Hugh Jackman actually framed, painted as bitter, sidelined, and unstable to make Ryan and Blake look like the victims? Or is this just another chapter in a famously chaotic friendship that's finally run its course? Fans are divided. But one thing's clear. This isn't just a feud anymore. It's a battle for the narrative. What do you think? Has Hugh been unfairly dragged into the Blake-Ryan Baldoni crossfire, or is he playing his own game of media manipulation? Drop your thoughts below, because this Hollywood drama is far from over. And trust us, this isn't the last twist in the Hugh Ryan Blake saga.